Upholding the tracking provisions of the new Patriot Act, the Supreme Court yesterday reversed their longstanding precedent on Americans' right to privacy. Will this further embolden the anti-government resistance? We're taking your calls now. Josh and Springer, go ahead, you're on the air.
All I can say is there are a lot of people out there who are already taking up arms to defend liberty. People of all ages are answering the call. Believe me, you have no idea how many hidden cells there are out in the backcountry.
So are we going to be seeing more anti-government violence?
It's the same old, using security as an excuse to establish a police state.
The Constitution says nothing about a right to privacy. I'd be happy to give up my privacy if it means my children will be safer.
You think spying on our own people makes us more secure?
Don't know about you, but I have nothing to hide. I'll take security over liberty any day.
I heard that your own sister works for Homeland Security. You've got a lot of gall putting yourself out there as a voice of progressive libertarian politics.
My sister makes her own choices. She believes in her work, and that's all I'll say about that. This is my show, not hers. Go ahead, you're on the air.
It's a sign of the end times. They're going to mark us so they can track us. It says so.
Pass, please.
I thought I had it on. Oh. I know I have it. Can you hold on a second? I know I have it.
Sorry, man, can't hold the line just for you. Please step aside. Please step aside, ma'am. Cynthia.
Eric! Oh, my goodness.
Right up in the elevator with me.
Sure.
I want to discuss your presentation.
Okay, sure.
I've invited Roger Osborne to our briefing this morning.
Really? Ah, okay.
Won't they just move somebody else into her place?
Eventually, but so much of her vector analysis program is inside her head, it's going to take anybody else a long time to get up to speed on it.
You have clearance for the hit from headquarters?
Yes. And I have just the man.
Who?
Mike Wilson.
Well, I thought he was killed in that ATF ambush last year.
That was Mike's old man, Mike Sr. Mike Jr. and I used to work together out on the coast. We ran all kinds of missions together. Is he back here now?
Yes, and not attached to any unit since his old man's broke up. I would like to recruit him. Captain Norton, I want you to go up and talk to Wilson. He's staying up at Sharon's place.
And that relates back to the core of this profile matrix, the vector analysis of particular trajectories. Are there any final questions about the program itself or how it works?
You mean you can pinpoint the location of the hacker as well as block him?
Absolutely.
Back to this hacker who's been poking into our URTS mainframe.
Codename Shoehorn, right?
You're saying if you could plug into our surveillance database, your profile vector algorithm could pinpoint his physical location?
Yes. I mean, if we had access to the actual database, I could pinpoint his exact GPS location.
Eric, we've been surveilling a militia training camp up in Springer County. I have evidence that suggests that that's home base for Shoehorn. If we can get a GPS on him, I have enough for a judge to issue a Patriot warrant.
What's the projection? Right on track, Chief. This all looks terrific. You guys are great. What a team. What a team.
Target identified as a white female wearing glasses, black slacks, red top, and black jacket.
You have agreed. The fuzzy logic algorithms I've just developed, They now work as a self-contained subroutine.
Bottom line, we're ready to run tests.
Yep.
So who's our trial sample?
We don't have a particular population in mind.
Eric, is there a specific target you'd like tracked?
Well, I don't want to test it on anyone we're really interested in tracking until we know for sure it works. Can't afford any false leads.
Well, then why not track our own staff? You could track me if you want. I'd be proud to volunteer.
Eve, this part of the project is not about volunteering.
No, wait a minute, Cynthia.
What?
Maybe that's not such a bad idea. Department employees are already in our registry.
So?
And they've implicitly waived their rights to be free from tracking activities.
Yeah, but not for this
Why not? Why not go with the whole department? Bigger database, more reliable tests.
No,
just
it's not.
Keep it to the staff in my areas. I don't want to involve the other deputies. But that'll give you a couple thousand test subjects.
Eric, excuse me. Is it really within the department protocols to track thousands of civilian employees? I don't think so.
What's the matter, Cynthia? Something to hide?
Be seated, Captain Wilson. You are charged with refusal to carry out your order to assassinate the people's enemy, Cynthia Porter. In her deposition, Lieutenant Mitchell states that you had target identification and isolation when you deliberately put down your weapon and walked away. What happened, Mike?
Lieutenant Mitchell spotted the target, Cynthia Porter. Mitchell established radio contact with Dr. Leahy, who was our street-level tracker. I had her in my scope.
Target identified. We have target identification. We have target isolation.
She looked up at me. I know she couldn't see me from way down there, but it was just like she could.
You have a green light. I repeat, you have a green light.
Something came over me. I can't explain.
You have a green.
I can't describe. I'm still trying to figure it out. Her face was every face I've ever known. Her face was my own face.
Because you couldn't pull the trigger on Cynthia Porter, the government's gonna know where everybody's ass is every minute of the day and night.
Well, Unit 12 will get their chance now.
Don't you get it?
They've been itching for the approval to go ahead with their plan to blow up the internal passport registry building.
You see? You're so concerned about the damn bureaucrats, Mike. Now watch. Unit 12 is gonna blow up a whole building full of them.
You didn't figure on that, did you?
I'm just a little cog in the wheel now. And now I'm even smaller than I was before.
Think about it. There's got to be something that you can do from the inside that will make a difference out here.
Sure. I could let all the hackers break in. I don't know, access all the source codes. How about that?
Well,
come on. You really want me to spend the rest of my life rotting away on Guantanamo Bay? I don't think so.
Cynthia, only you can decide the right thing to do.
It's like the whole country's on a bus with a crazy driver. We're careening down a mountain road. If the passengers can't get hold of the wheel, we're all gonna go over the cliff.
Even if you could throw the driver off the bus, who's going to grab hold of the steering wheel? What makes you so sure it'll be us?
Shit. power grid's down again. Where's the lantern?
I wonder if one of our units is responsible this time.
Captain Norton, where's the lantern? Where's Wilson?
Wilson?
Where the hell's that lantern?
I could have run just now, but I didn't. Let me resign, Jim.
I'm sorry, Mike. It's not that easy. Your loyalty has proven unreliable. You know too much.
I've paid my dues. Let me walk away.
Okay, listen, we've let him have his say. Now let's vote the verdict. I say he's guilty. He admits it.
I don't know.
Guilty. The verdict is clear. Sorry, Mike. I wish I had another alternative. I have to order your immediate execution.
Our perimeter's been breached, sir.
How many?
Unknown. Multiple.
Feds.
Raid.
Sound the alert. Defensive positions.
Last time this happened, it was only a couple of deer.
A couple of deer didn't cut our power.
What about him? He's probably a mole. If this is a raid, we gotta take care of him now. Who's gonna do it?
Captain Norton, carry out this execution. Now.
This is guilt by association, and that's outrageous.
It just isn't right to nose around in people's private lives like that.
Thanks to your tracking system, we were able to get Shoehorn and his gang. Good work.
So, what are you gonna do about it?
You want to know why Eve got the promotion instead of you?
Do you ever get the feeling that you're being stared at?
We're all being tracked. We know that.
So, what are you gonna do about it?
Get another job, I guess.
What's the matter, Cynthia? Something to hide?
So, what are you gonna do about it?
I could let all the hackers break in. Access all the source codes. Access all the source codes.
Turn around.
That's deep enough, isn't it?
That's deep enough. Now turn around.
No. You're going to have to look me in the eye when you do it.
Turn around.
Look at me, Sam. We got the same face, Sam.
I'm not looking at the face of a killer. Neither are you.
The least you can do is look at me, man. Come on, Sam. I'm not afraid to die. Come on. Come on. Shoot me.
Turn around. Turn around. Turn around.
Am I the enemy? Yeah. Who's next after that?
people should look one another in the eye before they go killing for causes. If I walk out of here, I'm gonna do everything I can to stop Unit 12 from blowing up that passport registry building. You gotta help me do the right thing. Put the weapon down, Sam. Put the weapon down.